Young man.
Where my glasses at?
Chemotherapy. Chemotherapy. Therapy, nigga.
Representing.
Young man.
For those people who got cancer and shit.
This nigga need that shit. Chemotherapy on that cancer shit.
Let me lay out the situation, cause context is important in any situation. Anatomy class, University of St. Thomas. I get a snooty reputation, but I got a soul that's a promise. Okay, so we had this assignment, create a presentation, a knowledgeable alignment. So I was trying to decide what to do from my speech, what topic to pick, or what message to preach. I couldn't decide, I had one thing to do, so I'm just gonna give you a whole fucking semester review. But life is always flowing, it's an evolutionary rupture, and I apologize for not speaking with a formal structure. So let's have some reflection on all that we've learned on the history of selection in anatomical terms. What?
Chemotherapy!
Let me hit this dope first before I get into the skeletal system.
Young man! Young
Okay,
man!
we started with the basics of evolution and morphology and went into phylogenetic paleontology, the evolution of chordates to amniotic creatures, sprouting new traits and cinemapomorphic features. We learned of tiktaalik from water to land and the developing girdles that allow us to stand, new sensory perception, new selective pressures, and a whole new category of environmental stressors. What?
Chemotherapy!
This is weird, bro.
Chemo! Young
Okay.
man! Chemo!
Then came the study of the skeletal systems in the adaptive pressures of different conditions. We learned all about the appendicular and epaxial, the structural support and attachment for epaxial, zygapopophysis for terrestrial movement, and vertebral changes. The entapsias are prudent, and the temporal fenestra, and the anaps internals, and I never would have known that some bones in my ears formed from ancient jawbones from many, many years.
Got bald
I need to
head!
smoke a cig, dude. I'm fucking up.
Chemotherapy!
I need to smoke a cig.
Chemotherapy! Bald head! We got bald
How the
head!
fuck do I scroll down?
Chemotherapy! We got cancer!
How the fuck do I scroll down?
We got cancer!
Okay, I got
We
it.
got cancer! Chemotherapy!
Okay, here comes the next
We got
verse.
cancer!
Now comes types of muscles and the non-striated smooth fascicles and filaments and myofibral tubes, the homologous trace of preserved innervation with behavioral demands on differentiation, undulatory movement of producing epaxials. These changes depend on the usage of axials, tension length curves, and elastic conservation. Cross-selection area implies force generation, nephrotakeable meat, which easily tires. Man, I love the fucking taste of those fast switch fibers. It's white meat, bitch.
Chemotherapy!
That's white meat, bitch.
Chemotherapy!
And it's all controlled by a neural network of connection, neurons and glia and specific functional sections, the synapses and dendrites and myelination, insulating axons for electric communication. Ancestral innervation has been conserved for so long, and I actually learned from that fucking cranial rap song. It was alright. But we can do better.
Chemotherapy!
The three parts of the brain, hind, mid, and fore. Some shrink in taxa, and others grow more. And looking back, I developed a gratification for a jaw muscle mutation and a... Wait. I'm gonna redo that line, cause I fucked it up. And I didn't make it fucking rhyme. And looking back, I developed a gratification for late suture fusion and a jaw muscle mutation. Science, bitch.
West side!
Science, bitch.
West side!
Alright, let's move on to some real
West
shit.
side!
After the neurons, we look at how sensation convinces organs, receptors, and the origin of senses. Chemoreceptors for the other sense of olfaction and the purpose of aquatic lens light refraction. And now I know why my dog sees black and white, because our mammalian ancestors were active at night, amplitude tympanium, and the hair cells to hear. And I can also tell you a lot about the sloths in a ear. What?
West side, west side, west
I
side.
smoke a fucking cig, dude.
Chemotherapy, west side.